All right, so we're back for another deep dive, and this time it's Liverpool's 2-1 win against Lille in the Champions League. We've got two articles here. One breaks down the match, the other's more about those player ratings. I mean, red cards, deflected goals, young players stepping up. This one had it all, didn't it?
Oh, it definitely did.
Yeah.
It kept you guessing, that's for sure.
Yeah.
You know, on paper, Lille being down a man for so much of the game, you'd think Liverpool would have just walked it in. But Lille really made them work for it.
Yeah, the articles both mention that. It's crazy they even managed to equalize with only 10 men on the pitch. But let's take it back to the beginning. That first half started pretty slow, right? Like we've seen a few times from Liverpool this season.
Yeah, a bit cagey for sure.
Neither side really took control, but then boom, Salah just does what he does, that clinical finish late in the first half.
Yeah, that goal really changed the feeling of the game. It felt like things were opening up.
Totally. And you'd think when Mintandi got that second yellow for the challenge on Diaz, that would be it for Lille. But they didn't just sit back. They kept pushing forward. And that David goal taking advantage of some less than perfect defending from Liverpool showed they weren't giving up.
You know what's interesting, though? Their resilience, it wasn't just about effort. They actually did some really smart things tactically after going down to 10 men. They pushed their defensive line higher, which sounds kind of counterintuitive, but it forced Liverpool to play in front of them. Made it harder to get those dangerous runs in behind.
So it wasn't just about defending deep. They were trying to disrupt how Liverpool built up their attacks. Makes sense. And then, of course, we have to talk about Harvey Elliott. He really stole the show. He hasn't had the easiest time getting minutes under Slot this season, has he?
No, not really.
Yeah.
And, you know, he came on as a sub at halftime when it looked like Liverpool had things under control. Makes you wonder what Slot was thinking. Maybe a plan change to bring some energy, or was there a bit of worry about how Liverpool were playing even with the lead?
Well, whatever the thinking was, he definitely made an impact. That winning goal, even with the deflection, was massive. And it wasn't just the goal. It was his movement, his willingness to take on defenders.
Exactly. And when you look at this performance alongside the one against Brentford, you can see something starting to happen. It's not just flashes of potential anymore. There's some real consistency there.
So the question is Harvey Elliott ready to be a key player for Liverpool now? Not just one for the future.
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? The talent's obviously there, and now it seems like the consistency's coming too. But we know the Premier League's a different beast. Can he keep this up against tougher opponents week in, week out? We'll have to see.
Yeah, definitely one to keep an eye on. But while Elliott's goal grabbed the headlines, we can't forget about that new club record Liverpool set. Most minutes without conceding a goal in Europe. Breaking a record set by Benitez, that's not easy.
No, it's not. It really shows how their defense has evolved. Over the last few years, they've become so solid at the back, it's easy to focus on their attack. But their defense has